with Jimi Disu. First, again, I'd like to apologize for what happened yesterday. It was a glitch in the system. It was a naughty mic, the wires got crossed, but I just couldn't continue. When it comes to things like this, I believe I'm some kind of perfectionist. So I do apologize. I'll make up for the other two stories one of these days. I don't want to miss any Diabumi at any given time. Today we are going to talk about japa, this phenomenon called japa. And Mrs. Bumi Lawson, called my attention about 2 weeks ago that, look, Jimmy, we need to discuss this japa to guide people, on the nuances. Now, Mrs. Bumi Lawson is the managing director of a bank, so of a microfinance bank. And so I'm wondering, so what is the connect? She's not young, but I think she's young at heart, and also she has always discussions I've had with her since we've known ourselves had always centered on young people, how to develop them, and so on and so forth. She's of course she has her own children, and how to guide them. So she said that she would love to come and give some guidance on it. And I said, why not? So she left home. She left home at about 7. Told me I'm on my way. She lives somewhere on Lekki, on this Lekki axis. I call it Lekki, but it's further down. And this is 5 after 9. In fact, when it was about 8 o'clock, she told me Google Maps told her she'll be here by 5 after 9, and it's 5 after 9 and she's not here. But I know she's on her way now. So I had two choices. What do I do? Talk to her in the car with the phone on? That won't be the same. I said we'll wait for her, and in the process we'll talk to ourselves. Tomorrow tomorrow I'm going to bring you the story of the visually disabled gentleman. Sad story. He says that he must tell his story to the public. Okay, so we are going to listen to that on how he lost his sight. He wasn't born blind. On how he lost his sight, and that he'd just like people to hear his story. I do get a lot of that, and there's something poetry about it. If you've gone through so much, sometimes you're just willing to tell anybody, the story. So we'll take his story tomorrow. Then on Friday, I have a banker from Access Bank, top official of Access Bank, who will put us through this cash withdrawal policy. And yes, a few people said, bring in the regulators. I said, no, we need to talk to the people we are going to interface with. And so tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Bumi Lawson is here. I haven't seen her for about 2 years. I don't know, she seems to be living backwards. She's looking younger than when I saw her 2 years ago. Why are you trying to keep a straight face, Sheriff? If you want to look. Lookry is allowed.
I'm fasting.
What you are not fasting? You are committing. You are committing people.
I'm fasting. I cannot look.
Morning, Bumi. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're looking
thank you.
very good.
Thank you very
Wow.
much.
Oh, okay, you can use the headphones. Well, have you caught your breath?
Yes.
Because we've lost 5 minutes already, so let's shoot.
Good.
So, what's your major concern about this japa syndrome? What's your major concern with it?
Okay. Thank you very much. It's good to be here as always. Always
Yes.
good to have interaction with Jimi Disu.
You have to be careful using that word interaction. Sherry was modern, like
Interaction.
Okay, so
Anyway,
yeah.
yes, Japa syndrome. It's been something that's been affecting the labor market, and
oh really?
yes, because especially when you look at the technology sector, medicine, and so on, you see that a lot of doctors, nurses, IT, have been leaving, and in droves, you see that the labor turnover in a lot of institutions very high.
Is it true that it's affecting even the banks?
Yes, especially there's a rumor, it's not tested, that some of the reasons why we're having issues with the apps is because a lot of the IT teams are not around and all of that.
You don't get your alerts on time.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's difficult to go.
Yes.
Wow.
So, but really, my interest actually is more in the area of access to knowledge, skills that the japa syndrome actually gives to Nigerians
Who stay behind?
who stay behind or who
Okay.
go abroad legally, not that
Mm-hmm.
because I mean people who you would hear some people who want to migrate at all costs and they go illegally and through funny routes and all of those kind of things. But what we are looking at are those who want to go legally, maybe have access to education, the skills, improve it. So like even you see, for instance, if I use the medical field, yes, a lot of doctors go abroad, but they may gain experience and access to new technologies that they then bring back when they return, establish hospitals.
Question is, do they return?
Well, you see, what I think is that it gives government the opportunity to ensure that we improve Nigeria so that more people would then come back.
Come back.
So if you look at India, China, they actually even had the policy to encourage their citizens to go and study abroad with scholarships and all of that so that they actually get that knowledge, but then ensure that they come back, to establish factories and businesses.
What you just said, I was talking to some young man downstairs before you came. And I want to try and remember that if you got, the government itself had policies then that if you got scholarship, I think even the Lagos state government had it. If you got a scholarship, you come back and serve the government for about 5 years. And we were able to bring people back, just like you said.
Exactly.
But let's even talk to the issue of Japa itself. Is it an option that you think anybody should think of?
Oh, well, yes.
Yes.
And I mean, yes.
So what can you? So even you, if you are not careful, you Japa.
But if I look at my career, I actually did go abroad. Worked for just after service. I think it was in 1992, and I was in the UK for 3-4 years before coming back. And I felt that in fact, first of all, one exposure that it gave me was the access to technology, because as an accountant here, or a banker before I left, I wasn't using technology. And for me to even get a job there, it was just a basic requirement. So I had to go to school, go and learn, IT, typing and all of that before I then got a good job. So, and then by the time I came back, I do feel that what I learned there helps me in my career. And one of the things that my bank actually did was to do a study of the top Nigerian firms, those quoted on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, telco, oil companies, and look at their MDs and top management. And we studied that over 65% of them actually studied abroad, either their first degree or their master's,
Or went
degree.
on some
Yes,
course.
so that they actually added to the skill, because it gives you that access to networking, the opportunities, exposure to new technology, new ways of doing things. People talk a lot about our education system in Nigeria and the decay that has affected a lot of our universities.
You're talking in terms of those who have the right papers, really, and will have the opportunities, not those who will end up being cleaners for life.
No.
If care is not taken. Yes, and that's where I get discouraged about. There's nothing wrong in going abroad. Even those who live in the Western world also go abroad. They do go abroad, yes. When we were in school way back, there he goes again. But when we were in school way back, if I remember, we had some Canadians under one CUSO program who came to study, who came to Nigeria,
exchange programs.
Exchange programs, and to get a feel of what it's like to live in these areas. I mean, so that in itself. But this idea of jumping on any boat or any plane is a bit worrying. And I think there is no way. I don't know whether this, difficulty in getting passports is a way of slowing them down. I honestly don't know, because for the life of me, our passport policy I just don't understand. Now you can't get an appointment for capture here until about March, April. What's the big deal? In other countries, you get your passport same day. Walk in the morning, get in the afternoon, go have a sandwich, come back, and it's ready. But we also now need to look at the factors that are leading to people leaving. When you left for the United Kingdom, for example, it probably was a personal decision for you to broaden your knowledge and come back. Some of these people, where they go now, come back.
If Nigeria improves, they will come back. As I said, I think it's an opportunity for government to improve the country. Have incentives to bring people back. One, with capital, For instance, Lagos State actually has a good program for that with the LSTF, where you provide funding
Really?
to SMEs. So if people come back, create an SME fund, a venture capital fund that encourages people to come and invest in Nigeria, so that people in diaspora actually come back and bring that knowledge back.
Do you have examples?
Yes.
Do you have examples of
people who have come back.
done that? Yes.
Yes, if you look at, for instance, if you take fintech, for instance, and you see all what you're raising in the area of fintech with the venture capital from Mandela, Flutterwave, InterSwitch, Paystack, all of those, you would find that they are all Nigerians
Results
who
of
actually
japa.
come back. Yes, even what Inyi Aboyede too is doing with
Who's
them. Inyi Aboyede, Inyi, Inyi, IYIN.
Oh, okay.
Inyola or something.
Oh, Inyola.
Yes,
You see, you see,
Gen Z the name.
Gen Z the name. I said, what? I was at a loss. I was looking at Cherry. He was looking at his phone because you know. So
So you see firms like that have actually them grown and brought those technologies in with venture capital funding that also helps to grow. My own view is that people should go legally. I don't also support, jump on the next boat. And there are legal ways to go now. For instance, if you see that in the UK, they already provide that if you're schooling there, you have access to stay and even work, permission to work. Even while you're in school, you have 20 hours or so to work.
But you can't seek admission when you get there. What I mean
No, you
is,
have to seek it from here.
From here,
yes. So, for instance, that's some of the things that my bank does. We actually do provide.
You want to advertise your bank here?
We are not advertising. I'm just informing people how to go legally.
We won't allow you to advertise your
I'm
bank
not
here.
advertising. I'm just telling people the options that are available.
No, wait now. There are always ways around anything.
Okay.
Rather, you will say that there are opportunities for some banks offer this opportunity to, and so on and so forth. So what is this opportunity?
So this opportunity is that you actually have access to proper student loan. You go abroad if you get admission to approved schools. I don't want to say on our website, since you say it shouldn't be, but
no, don't talk about
okay, so it has the list of schools that you can go to, and that you actually get a loan, and you only repay after you graduate. So up to $100,000 for that. So because we want to encourage you to go to the best schools, have access to high quality education, most preferably STEM courses that actually add value back to Nigeria.
Wait a minute now. So you're now telling me that any young man out there who wants to go to uni can go find out whatever the name of your bank is. I'm not going to be telling you. and can apply. You would make the funds available. Would it cover accommodation and everything?
Accommodation, feeding, so provided the school adds it to their own bill. So so feeding, everything.
So where do you get the guarantee that this gentleman in question or lady, so we don't, is going to come back? I mean, how does it work out?
So
tell us the secrets. Yes,
so the ashiri is that we expect you to actually start working while you're there. Because, like I said, the UK allows you to work. So while you're in school, you actually start working, and that pays off the interest on the loan for that period. Then when you graduate, the UK also allows you work. So we expect you to start working and repay the loan there.
So if you don't, what happens?
The credit system there is
will grab you.
Mature, yes, will grab you, because you two, in fact, you can't get a good job without them doing a credit check on you, and you don't want to have.
But even with BVN too,
yes, if you come back, we're able to use that to track you, and we also get your relatives. Who your relatives are before you go. So
it looks so interesting, Philip. I will guarantee you that.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, I'm talking to Bumi Lawson. Bumi Lawson is MD of the bar. I don't want to mention the name of the bar since it's, I'm not going to be running the commercial here. I don't want Mrs. What's her name now? Sisi Bukola, Mrs. Chidi, to come breathing down my neck. But we'll talk generally about the Japa syndrome. What's the time now? It's about 9:17. This thing always pops up when you least expect. At some point, we're going to open up our lines 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. Now, I know some of you might get so interested in what she has said, wanted to ask direct questions. We won't entertain that here. But we can talk in general terms. So if in that sense, So the turnaround period is about 10 years, isn't it?
For the
4 years, 4 years bachelor's.
okay, no, so
2 years master's.
So yeah, so we prefer people who go for postgraduate or 2 years to graduation. So the funding.
Did you say that in the beginning?
You said I should not advertise that. So for a master's program, it's 2 years. Then if you're already
it
year
is a
2,
master's program. I thought it was a bachelor's.
no, you could do bachelor's too, but you must be in year 2 by the
What,
time.
what about if you want to go study like in a polytechnic? You just want to study. You just want to study, get an OND, not quantities of OND. You want to study
vocational certificate.
some vocational
or something.
certificate, yes.
Yeah, so no, haven't covered that yet. We are still looking for partners to enable us cover that.
I'm not asking what your bank. I'm saying what
Yeah, so I don't know that any organization covers that.
covers
So,
that.
yes, so
Okay, we'll take. I think we have one question, one call coming in. No, that one is gone. Okay, you have a reaction there? Yeah.
Somebody just wants your contact. Let's pick this call. Let's pick
Okay.
this call.
Hello.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning,
Morning.
Mrs. Lawson.
good morning.
I'm in my 40s. I'm not eligible for this program.
Yes, age is not a barrier, provided the school gives you admission. So the criteria is that you must have admission in any of those schools.
Thank you.
So if age is not a barrier, if I decide I want to go and read law, am I allowed to do that?
At your level, PhD, not bad.
Not PhD. Oh.
We call you Dr. JD.
No, I not be. You know this doctor thing. It caused for hala recently. I don't want to make any remarks. I have very little respect for a lot of the so-called doctors that we have here, especially in the political setup. When you know in reality that it's not a PhD, but it's honorary. But we'll leave that. That's true.
Yeah, so
I knew you when I was working as a cleaning, whatever.
As a cleaner.
And
he mentioned the bank.
I mentioned the bank.
He mentioned the microfinance bank.
But that was years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago. And another person said they are listening from the UK. That's Alade Suru Lanre.
Yeah.
So even Nigerians already in school and they're in the UK can also apply.
Can also apply.
Oh.
Yes.
They have to go. They have to go look for that bank. I'm not going to do that.
Don't
I
worry,
don't-
I
because
will
when the-
introduce myself at the end. So they should,
No, you
they
will
should
not.
hold on. I'll make sure
They can use our name. Yeah, they can use our name. Search
they
for.
can Google it,
Exactly.
yes.
Search for Bobby Lawson,
Yeah.
microfinance. It will definitely pop up.
No, not pop up.
It
Taddy,
will pop up.
somebody is listening from Ghana and
Yes.
is enjoying it. Let's take another call. I think we can take this call.
Okay, yes, we can. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Louis. I'm calling from Akute.
Yes.
So, please, I would like to have the number of the leaders within the studio there.
No, we can't do that. Let's put on to the next person. We can't do that.
We-
We already said we can't do that. You see, let me explain to people their ethics in this job that we do, and we can't run commercial programs like that. We don't do it. So we can't really give that. We can talk in general terms. Hello, good morning.
This is Uche.
Uche, don't mind him. Uche that left us.
He's the one.
It is sad.
He left and he ran away.
It is sad.
Good morning.
Morning. Who is
It's-
speaking?
It's not that Uche.
My name is Uche. I'm calling from the UK.
Sorry, it's not your Uche we are talking about. It's another Uche. Yes.
Okay. First of all, I want to ask a question to your guest. My question is: before you get admission in a university in UK, you must have sorry, I'm doing some exercise.
Okay, I get that. Okay, what he's saying is that sometimes to get admission, this is a catch-22 situation. You say these banks offer the kind of scholarships of some sort, but do you offer it in waiting, meaning that
You have to show you proof of
you have
fund.
to
or
show proof
something.
of funding?
Yeah. So once you start your application process online, you can apply for the loan. And once you get the admission, they'll give you a conditional admission even before you pay.
Okay.
So we then write a letter to say you've been
We'll
approved
do
for
that.
a loan
Okay.
and what
That-
have you.
that's,
So that's a support letter.
Okay.
That also
We
helps
got
us.
to take a break now before that thing springs up on me. This Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, one of the most difficult discussions I've ever had trying to keep to the rules. But we'll manage it. We'll manage it. When we come back, we'll take more of your questions and we'll talk more in general terms. So don't go away.
But the number one talk station of Lagos is closer to you than ever.
Join the conversation online or on the go.
Be part of the Info family on our user-friendly mobile app and website.
Follow us on
And Nigeria Info FM Lagos
99 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Every day is a new experience for me here. And look, see how excited I was coming into this studio. It was like a kid in a candy shop. What I enjoy doing the most here, let me put it in my own words, is Dear Bumi, because it's relaxing, it's hilarious. And of course, I for the life of me, I would never miss doing programs with Sheriff in the morning. It's one of the best, that's what keeps me alive and going. I think the one that I would remember the most, believe you me, is the one I did with Made Kuti, Femi's son. Every time I looked at, every time I think of the young guy, I feel so inspired because I'm always thinking of tomorrow. I'm youth driven. I'm not saying I'm a youth, but I'm youth driven. Oh, the best thing about being a radio show host is when people hold your hand in public, they pray for you, they send you messages and appreciate what you're doing. Because it's, apart from it being a big job, it's a sacrifice. If you want to do this job well, it is a big, big sacrifice. I'm not known to be a liar. I'm somebody who, and the reason why I don't lie about certain things is I don't want to be caught out. Okay, so if I overslept, you hear me on radio saying, sorry I came late, I overslept. I don't want anybody telling me that this is what happened. I'm very conscious of that. So I don't think I ever lied not to be on air. I'd have called ahead to say, because I'm a professional to the core, and you can ask those who work with me. If I can't make it, sometimes I'd call Sharif in the morning and say, Sharif, let me, I'm tired. If I'm tired, I'm tired, So I don't think I've been caught out as such. I can't remember any time.
Liverpool are majestic. You can't coach against this.
City have to defend for 6 minutes. They do not want to attack this. Felon Mendy across into the penalty area, headed down by the Madrid players. Still Madrid hopping around City's penalty box. A chance could come for them. It's 1-1 on the night. It's 4-5 for Navigates. Here it comes. It's 2-2. They are back.
Incredible. One of the great nights as a radio football commentator, certainly. Was special. It was special. You could sense it. I literally could sense a potential comeback, and I wasn't surprised when it happened. But how I was still able to articulate my words after that goal came in, something magical. So one of those great nights.
Thanks, Alexander.
Liverpool are majestic. You can't coach against this. I'm a sucker for Trent. If he wasn't a Liverpool player, I would wear a jersey with Trent at the back. That was special. It was a free kick from about 38, 40 yards against Chelsea, a team I somehow don't fancy. It was special, and I fell off the seat. It's a classic. I don't think any commentator has been able to do that.
The way we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible. And remember, no be juju, now MTN 5G.
To enjoy fast, secure, and reliable banking, dial Sterling Bank's trusted code *822# and follow the instructions. Sterling Bank, your one customer bank.
Cisco, power your dreams.
Today is a good day. A good day to take a walk. A good day to reach for your goals. A good day to finish reading that book. A good day to connect with your friends while doing the things you love. A good day to shoot your shot. A good day to enjoy life to the fullest with Malta Guinness.
Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
We don't die for where we dey, oh yeah. Now so promise and fail, oh yeah. And it don't day, we don't day wait. PDP don't come again. Jando malole she, Alama tele, Jando for governor, Jando under PDP, Jando 2023, Jando Alama tele, Jando for governor, Jando for Lagos, Jando for everybody, yeah. Jando fight for Lagos, fight for Lagos,
Vote Dr. Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jandor as Governor of Lagos State. PDP!
Power to the people! John on Caps' Nivea Men shower gel ready for his morning shower. Wow, he's out. He applies his body lotion all over him. He rolls deodorant on his underarms. Unbelievable. Sensational. He's got 48 hours protection from sweat and bacteria. The ladies love it. The guys admire him. Amazing. The Nivea Men deep range with black carbon formula is a score. Nivea Men Deep Shower Gel, Body Lotion and Deodorant with black carbon formula. Get 48-hour deep moisturization from lotion and 48-hour deodorant protection from sweat and bacteria for deep clean feeling that lasts. Official sponsor of Real Madrid.
I got stretch marks in my teens, so of course, when I became pregnant, I wanted to avoid them. I'd hear about bio oil all the time, so it was the obvious choice.
Bio Oil helps improve the appearance of scars, stretch marks, and uneven skin tone. Bio Oil is available in all leading pharmacies and shops and is available online on Jumia. To identify genuine Bio Oil products, look out for the Sproxil, scratch and text PIN, and be instantly rewarded with airtime. Bio Oil Skincare Oil is clinically proven as safe for its intended use by adults, including pregnant women. In the unlikely event of skin irritation, please discontinue use.
Words are powerful, but even more powerful is when they are backed by action, which is why at Keystone Bank, we don't just say you are important. We show you how important you are to us by providing you with simple and innovative banking technology that hit home. From our online banking and mobile app to our star 7111 hash platform to our super fast loan services and so much more. In Keystone, you'll find a refreshing approach that takes banking from being bearable to pleasurable. Experience customer dedication and refreshing innovation that go beyond words with Keystone. Keystone Bank. We grow together.
The biggest sale of the year, Konga Yakata, is here again. From 11th November to 12th December, you will enjoy amazing discounts on a wide range of products, including exclusive flight deals, payment options, logistics, and lots more. Genuine products are cheaper at Konga, the e-commerce group you trust.
Whoever the team, whoever the player, whoever the country, whatever the weather, yeah. The Coco is your winning, the Coco is your feeling, bet on your feelings, just play on BetKing.
This World Cup, your feeling is your superpower. Visit www.betking.com or any BetKing shop now to place bets on our boosted odds Kings Combo and enjoy fast payouts on every win. That feeling, that's BetKing.
Do you want to double your chances of landing your next big job? Then get on the Jobberman Soft Skills Train. The Soft Skills training is completely free, and you can access it on multiple online platforms, including WhatsApp and Telegram. Join thousands of other certified champions across the country who can attest to the impact of having soft skills in today's job market. Visit www.jobberman.com/soft skills to begin the journey into a better you.
The season of giving, it don't show again. The season to bring better for you again. Time for celebration, time for jollification. Oh, the bowl go full and you go belly full.
This season, they come with 10% extra free. That now more value and more nutrition for the same price. Offer valid while stock lasts. Nestle. Good food, good life.
Hi there, my name is Mercy Johnson Okoji.
My name is Joke Silva.
Hi there, I am Aproko Doctor.
My name is Chef Winnie, aka Delicious Food.
It's your boy Cruz with Joe. I love cooking.
And my choice of cooking oil.
And my choice of cooking oil is Power Oil.
My choice is Power Oil.
Use Power Oil. It's triple filtered. It contains omega-6 and 9, and it's fortified with vitamin A. Plus, it comes in different packs and sizes, so you can afford it without breaking the bank.
Peak protein breakfast. That's the secret to how mom wakes up early, makes breakfast for us, and runs off to work. How daddy works most nights and still gets up early to drop me at school. No matter how busy they are, they're never too tired to play with me. And that's because they never leave home without a peak protein breakfast.
Start every day with a peak breakfast enriched with protein to keep you going.
Peak. Reach for your peak. Everyone wants justice, to feel safe, and to trust the system.
At 5 o'clock, a child has been kidnapped somewhere in Lagos.
I can't find her. Please help me.
At 2 o'clock, a man was found dead in a hotel room. But guess what time it is? It's time for justice. Because for every crime that happens in Lagos, justice awaits.
No city is above the law, and the new action drama series Crime and Justice, now streaming only on Showmax. Subscribe from 1,200 Naira monthly. Sign up at showmax.com.
When I finish downloading this show like this, I will go straight to Tayo's house to eat sweet jollof. Then enjoy this movie on YouTube. It's just that Tayo will now start disturbing me to turn on my Wi-Fi for him when he can easily enjoy data bonus with MTN for me. With MTN for me, you will get 100% data bonus and discounted data bundles just like that. What are you waiting for? Dial *121# to get started with MTN for me.
What fun it is to win in the Help promo. Christmas came early. Everyone is a winner. 220 pack and a chance to win 1 million naira, a car, generator, and other amazing prizes. Simply buy Lush Hair Wow, Ready, Jumbo, or Mega Breaks Pack. Open the pack flap, scratch for PIN, and SMS your unique PIN to 38353. Hurry now. Terms and conditions apply. Lush Hair. Be beautiful.
Promo starts on the 1st of November and ends on the 15th of December, 2022.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Right, welcome back to Daily Digest, and I still have Lawson, Mrs. Lawson is here. Okay, so we're still talking about this japa thing. I think there's a need to educate our people. We take advantage of the fact that you've lived and worked abroad. If you could address us on what are the expected things when you move into a country like United Kingdom, because I know a lot of people will go through shock. Because you think that countries are like what you see in the movies. And until you get into the system, I remember my good old electrician, Nuru. I said, Nuru, my fan way, minister. So having worked in the UK, it would be nice if you just give them the benefit of the experience that, look, these are the kind of things that are likely to happen to you, so you better be ready.
Yeah. So I would actually even expand it beyond just UK, Canada, US, the countries, even China, they have a large Nigerian population. So the first thing to me, I always advise is go into because once you go in, all things that you've had. Sometimes a while, those kind of documents. So as you go and the research is just tough, and it just even limits all your opportunities, and you never really flourish.
Well, maybe I should even add that. For example, you don't have access to medical care. I don't think you can be in a hospital if you are not well documented. It limits the opportunities to the hilt.
Yes.
But people think it's an El Dorado. Where does that feeling come from?
It's because of the hardship they face here. Because, you see, when you talk about they don't have access to medical, So I can bet you that some of the people listening will always say, "Do I have access
That's
here?"
right. Yeah.
You get, so those are the things that they're comparing. But I do feel that if you go in legally, you can then get accommodation, you can get a job. You see, so even an average, what we will consider, some jobs that are beneath us, even like cleaners or sales girl and what have you, you are still able to have a decent living there. So those are the things. Because legally, you have a good job, then you have access to medical, you have access to good
But the question
transportation.
they'll be asking you is, how do you go legally? You approach the embassies and tell them what?
So you tell them what you want to go for. You must have a reason. So now there are routes through education, like we've said earlier. There are routes through what's it called, skill acquisition. So like in the UK now, you have, I want to go and set up a business. I want to set up something innovative.
You can actually say that.
Yes. Like if you go through an innovation visa, so that innovation, you have to have something unique that you're going to plan to set up in the UK. Maybe it's in line with something you've done before.
Unique.
Yes, unique. It has to be innovative that you want to do in the UK. So there's a lot of legal
Would
avenues.
unique be something
of course,
like
getting married too.
Yeah, that's a common one.
Yes, that's also available. But the key issue that you're asking about when you actually get there is about the culture shock. The changes, some of the things that we take for granted in Nigeria, you can't really do it there.
Yeah.
You have to be professional. You can't say, oh, work time is 8 o'clock and you get in at 8:05. You can be fired for that. Sometimes the taxes, taxes in Nigeria, and all of that. Your bills you're going to pay. What's it called? Rent. Here, maybe 10 and 20% of your salary goes to rent. There is almost, especially if you're low income, it will be almost 50%. You're paying, hard money. And each time, most Nigerians, when you're paying either in dollars, pounds, you're converting, multiplying times 900. Oh my God. Somebody even, I saw one WhatsApp video where somebody was saying, look at this yam, is £5 or something, which I will buy 800 naira in Nigeria, which is less than £1.
And it's also important for you to know, say, book me down, not day for madam, book me down, I'll see you later.
So.
And also this culture, there's a begging culture that we have. We can't run away from saying it. It's a sense of entitlement to other people's things. Oh, my brother is there. It was my father that sent him to school. That one in our history.
Yes, because everybody works hard for their money. So you are expected to work hard for your money too. So yes, Nigerians, because we have that culture, may help you for a month if you have very generous family members. But after that, you're expected to carry your weight. Nobody is going to baby you and all of that. And of course, you do everything yourself. That's another thing that a couple of my friends complain about. When they come to Nigeria, you have house girl cooks.
Your friends are big babes now.
But they don't have that when they go to... No,
tie.
They don't have that when they're in the UK. So you have to do everything yourself.
But you see, the fear, I think it's also important for people to know that the fear they have actually is going to the embassy. And people's minds have been structured to what the immigration officer wants to know is what exactly you want to go and do. If you stick to that line, I'm sure a lot of you will be surprised if you actually told the truth.
Yes.
But they have this mindset,
Yeah, so they have to tell the truth. You have to have your documents complete, arranged logically. Follow the questions. I wonder why Nigerians can't follow a set of instructions. So that is, follow the instructions to the letter. Be honest. Maybe it's because they are lying or whatever. But
most times,
you get so. But follow that instruction. I actually feel that some of these visa officers will even reward you for saying the truth.
Yes.
Follow the instructions. Show your proof of funds. Show your account. All those things. Your admission.
So
follow.
They will reward you. Say reason for going. I want japa.
Yeah, asylum to me is that
yes,
to me is almost like I want to japa. Yes,
I don't know. I don't know whether it's right to say this, but you can go under LGBT arrangement.
Well, so yeah,
but it's important for. I have had cases where young people have turned up at the embassy and they just say, "So why do you want to go? I want to go and look for new opportunities." Then they will put you through. and tell you, okay, go and talk to the trade council or go and talk to this and come back.
Exactly. And there are even
you know.
consultants who actually help, both for education, for business, and all of that.
But a lot of the consultants keep it like it's like a cult. What they want to do is take everything off you, so you don't tell the next person what to do, and it doesn't come. And the problem with that is this: when you get to the border post, you don't know what you're going to meet. You had better be truthful, because any question could come off. Excuse me, just like that. I asked somebody who wanted to go, and I said, oh yeah, I have a visa now. I said, okay, what are you going to do? He says, I'm going to go to school. Doesn't know the name of the school. So one agent filled it. Doesn't know what course. Doesn't know what course, or even if there's course. What. So it's better if you are a hairdresser and you want to go. Just say, I want to go planning traditional hair. I want to see an opportunity. And believe you me, because people don't know or appreciate the numbers of those who get turned back at the border post.
A lot. So even some people even get the visa and right at
That's
the
what I'm
entry.
saying.
Yes,
At point of entry, at border post, yes.
Exactly, they get turned back. So the issue is that when you're going for an interview, prepare like you're going for a job interview. So you need to know what you're going for. You know, you can't see somebody field it for you and all of that. So you need to be prepared.
In Nigeria, I think it's allowed.
To do what?
For somebody to fill the form for you.
Yes, you too should know what that person is filling in your form. That's the point. So even if somebody fills the form for you,
you don't get it.
I don't know.
I'm making a dig at. He got it. Let's pick this. Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Hello, Mr. Jimi Disu.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Showbab. I'm calling you from the UK.
Yeah.
I'm listening to your program.
Yeah.
It's a quite interesting one.
Quickly, you have a minute,
Hello.
Oga. You have just 1 minute. Just go straight.
Yeah. Okay, let me be brief and be quick. You see, if you want to come to the UK, as Madam said earlier on, you just have to.
There he goes.
Oh, God.
He just want to make everyone see the UK. Okay, we know now. We know. Well done, Kuche, we know. He just wants them to know at home. So
even the other opportunities for going also is the skills acquisition. You know, some countries actually just based on your skills.
Yes,
you can use that to apply to, and so you don't have to, just say this is what I do, and you apply. Of course, it's a long process. Canada particularly does that. So, but should we encourage that? Because one of the things I see in the countries is that they're getting the best of our people.
Well, I mean, if we don't provide the best for our people, somebody else will. But I must ask you this question before we go, because time is running out. I know you're well traveled. Do you have any? How would I put it now? Is there anything you'd like to warn people about going to countries where they don't speak English? Do you get the drift of what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where English is not spoken as national, because you don't want to go to places like Dubai and all these things and start messing around. They have complete zero tolerance. You don't want to go to places like Indonesia and all these places and start. You got to be extremely careful. So
actually, it's just like but I sometimes feel that African countries are scared of Nigerians. We are bold.
You won't see what happened to the South Africans.
Yes,
colonial masters. Yes, we have an identity crisis. Yes, and luckily we have countries like Rwanda who can. Have you ever been to Rwanda?
Yeah, so
nice place.
Yes, really nice. We went to Kigali and the museum. You should Mbutu or something for the peace, and you go there and read about the genocide story and how they were able to do reconciliation. It's amazing. It's moving, And then what they've been able to do with technology, just regrow and build our country. I know there's still issues about benevolent dictator and all of that, but
I think we could do it. If what benevolent dictatorship is going to produce what has been produced in Rwanda, where not only has it worked on the physical, even on their mind, their expectations, discipline. I think we could do with that. We got to go with me.
Yes.
This we got to go before this engine catches up on us.
Mhm.
We will. I will work with you and see how we can create something where we can bring people to, and then talk
more
in
about
reality
this.
about what you have to offer them.
Yeah.
We'll be glad
Thank
to help
you. It's
them
always a
with that.
pleasure to come.
Okay,
on
let
the
me just
show.
take one more. I need to give one more this thing opportunity. Hello, good morning.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yes, I greet your guests.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, quick question. I want to ask your guests, is it right for one to sell all his property here in Nigeria and travel out? Because I know somebody who did that. I traveled to Dubai. Now he's back begging for money every now and then. And they tell me the condition of Dubai. It better make I die here than to go
Okay.
there.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. What do you think? Let's just say, is it good to burn your bridge? When you're
Yeah, so no, you shouldn't burn your bridges. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. But it does take an investment to relocate.
Oh, so you have to put it in a balance.
Yes,
really.
you have to put it in a balance.
What this is the way it works out for me. I think you could do that if all your paperwork is neat
Yes,
and tidy, and
yeah.
you're sure.
Mhm.
And it's also important the culture shock. I don't think we mentioned that.
We talked about that. You know,
Culture
that,
shock is very
yeah,
very
you have to
important.
be disciplined. You have to be professional. You have to work hard. You know, the
Okay,
excuses.
but we got to go. Time is up.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
be
you
back
very
here
much.
tomorrow morning at 9 with the story of the gentleman. So don't miss it. Enjoy yourself. Bye.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.